Stephen A. Smith's obsession with Kyrie Irving, it continues to get weirder and weirder, man. Let's talk about it right after the bumper. Stay tuned. It's good people. It's good people. My name is JeffLightsYJr. here with the Black Balls channel and Victory Formation. Thank you guys for tuning in. Be sure to hit the thumbs up button, like, share, subscribe, and the notification bell because we upload every single day. Now, Stephen A. Smith was in the news because he had a nice little pity pat back and forth with Kyrie Irving. This came after Kyrie Irving decided to opt in to his contract with the Brooklyn Nets. He had 1 year left on his deal with the Nets. He could have opted out, became a free agent, or he could have opted in and collected $37 million. He decided to opt in, and Stephen A. thought that was interesting. He went on a 2-minute rant on Twitter. Let's go ahead and play a bit of Mr. Stephen A. Smith's rant and then Kyrie's response.
Did you see
Take a
it?
listen.
I saw the news. I know you saw the news. Oh, Kyrie Irving. You opted in after all. Took that money, didn't you? 1 year deal, y'all. 1 year.
I'm mocking him.
$36.9 million. Exercises his player option. So what does that mean? To y'all, it means Kyrie's going to be a Brooklyn Net. You know what it means to me? I guess
what does it mean to you?
Peon too. Huh?
Ooh, okay.
So you got to go to work. You got to show up to work. You actually got to go to work. You got to go up there and earn that money. You got to show up to work. Because even if you plan on leaving the Brooklyn Nets, because we all know that Kyrie doesn't plan on staying in Brooklyn for the full year. He's offended. He's appalled. He's put back by the fact that the Brooklyn Nets actually...
All right, man. All right. Because what the hell are you even saying right now? Okay, so he puts that out. He goes in for another minute and a half, saying similar stuff like that. All this about Kyrie's got to show up to work. I get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, Jalen Rose seems to be the only person at ESPN that understands this, or the only person that acknowledges the last 3 years of basketball was weird, right? Kyrie is a guy who misses a bunch of games anyway because of injuries. That's just who he's been. And the Brooklyn Nets knew that when they signed him. But when they signed him, they didn't know that we'd have a pandemic. They didn't know that we'd have vaccine mandates in New York City and only New York City, essentially. And they didn't know those type of things in the bubble. They didn't know that there will be a bubble. Those are the last 3 years of basketball that's happened with Kyrie Irving. And so those are what we call special circumstances. He's missed a bunch of games, yeah, but most of that was due to not having a vaccine because he was injured and because there was a freaking pandemic. So, okay, but I digress. Stephen A. has already been, schooled on that kind of stuff already. So he puts that out. Kyrie then responds. In a way that only Kyrie can. He says at Stephen A. Smith. Let me make sure you guys can see what I'm looking at. Let me make sure you guys can see it. Okay. He says at Stephen A. Smith, you're going to have to explain yourself to people in your generation. I am not around many 50+ year olds that speak and act like you do. That was pretty funny. So this is new for me, but I'm sure my father and my uncles can meet you on your level better than I can. We know you, Stephen. So what Kyrie is referencing, well, first of all, Stephen does all that. Yeah, so I get that because all of that. Stephen A's on vacation, by the way, guys. Kyrie Irving opted in while Stephen A. This is the time of the year where a lot of the big-time broadcasters that are on TV every day take vacations because there's not much to talk about. NBA's in offseason, NFL's in offseason, it's Wimbledon. Free agency hasn't quite started yet. So they all take their vacations. But Stephen A. made a special appearance from his vacation to talk about Kyrie, so Kyrie responded. And then Stephen A. This was Mr. SAS's response. Oh, you got it twisted, bro. Big time. I don't have to explain a damn thing to anyone, especially you and your father. Now, your Uncle Rod Strickland is another matter. I love that brother. I profoundly respect him always. As for you, when you have a level, let me know. I can't even talk like that, man. I can't even continue to do that. But you see, it's a big ass long response with a bunch of caps and all this and all that. And it got real weird because it's getting really, really personal for Stephen A. Smith. And that's what's making it strange. Because the thing is, Kyrie Irving doesn't bring up Stephen A. Smith. Stephen A. Smith, for his job, brings up Kyrie Irving. But he's on vacation right now. But he couldn't let a day go by without talking about Kyrie Irving and the news that involved Kyrie Irving. And I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's because of I don't know what it is about Kyrie. I don't know if it's because he plays in New York for the Brooklyn Nets. I don't know if it's because Kyrie has said some things that were like, head scratching a little bit at times. But for the most part, Kyrie Irving doesn't go out seeking Stephen A. Smith. Stephen A. Smith goes out and seeks Kyrie Irving. See, for a lot of people, the Kyrie Irving opted in was a topic, but it was more so a topic as, is he going to stay there or is he going to get traded even though he opts in? Is he still going to be traded? Does he really want to be a Brooklyn Net? How is him and Kevin Durant going to play together? This will be the first year where hopefully, fingers crossed, knock on wood, both of them are healthy. With the healthy Ben Simmons, is Ben Simmons' mind going to be right? It was questions like that. Whereas Kyrie Irving, Stephen A's like, oh, you got to show up to play. You opted in. You took that money because you couldn't get that deal. It's like, it just sounded like some hate, like just some real hate, and it's getting real weird. And so I tweeted this out. I was like, yo, because I caught it late. I was out busy doing a lot of errands when all this was going down. This is I'm late. But Stephen A's obsession. See, no one talks about Kyrie Irving as much as Stephen A. Smith. And because he is one of the biggest media members in the world, sports media members, that is, it's like, bro, you can find a lot of things to talk about, but your obsession with Kyrie Irving is getting kind of weird. Your obsession with talking about Kyrie Irving. We get it. He missed a bunch of games. We get it. You think he should show up to work. We get it. You love making fun of the fact that he took off games for January 6th and that he didn't play most of the season last year because of the vaccine mandate and et cetera, et cetera. We get it. But like, bro, come on, man. He's one of the most spectacular, dazzling. Come on, man. Like, okay, we get it. But we got to find another talking point because the man won't get a chance to prove or redeem himself until the season starts. I don't know. Those are just my thoughts on it, man. Like, I think Stephen A. Smith should find someone else to pick on. Pick on someone else your own size. Leave Kyrie Irving the hell alone. That's just my thing. Now, if Kyrie Irving goes up there and stinks up the joint, or if Kyrie Irving, just does something bad basketball-wise, talk about him. Hey, Kyrie Irving, that was a trash game. But keep referencing, he doesn't want to show up to work and the January 6th and yada, yada, yada. Like, oh, my God. Didn't want to show up to the bubble. Bro, like he missed the games because he didn't want to subjugate himself to a vaccine. I would never faulted him for that. And honestly, it was honorable in my eyes. It was very honorable. So, going overboard on the vaccine stuff, that's silly because you had players that weren't vaccinated that could come to Brooklyn and play. You had fans who could sit courtside without the vaccine and watch the game. But he couldn't play basketball? That was the dumbest thing in the world. New York City, that was the dumbest rule in the world. Bet you continue to bring that up. Because that's the only reason why he missed the games this year. Come on, man. We got to find something else. We got to find something else. Leave your thoughts in the comments down below on Stephen A. Smith's obsession with Kyrie Irving. It's pretty weird at this point. Once again, my name is JeffLightsyJr with the Black Boss Channel and Victory Formation. Subscribe to the Black Boss Channel and follow me on Instagram and Twitter at JLightsy7. That is Instagram and Twitter at JLightsy7. Thank you guys for tuning in. Hit that thumbs up button on your way out. And I'll see you next time. Peace.